And number 3, the third greatest fight of 2025. This one is hard to praise for 2 reasons. First off, it's a co-main event. So how do you ever give praise to a co-main event? I mean, that's just tough. If you like the second best fight of the night, then certainly you liked the best fight of the night. And secondly, this fight did not go to a finish. Now, I'm talking about the Bullet versus Weili. This was said to be, for women's history, this is said to be the biggest women's fights ever. This is said to be the biggest fight ever. We were said to be being treated to a wonderful event. And I don't think anybody meant any of those things, or they wouldn't have been in a co-main event. But they make my list. They make my list. They come in at number 3, and they make it not because of the excitement leading into the fight, because there was none, and not because of the excitement during the fight, because there was very little. They make it purely as a demonstration by the Bullet that she's getting better. For the Bullet to go out there and out-wrestle Weili so easily, so many times. She out-wrestled her every time there was a wrestling exchange. She out-wrestled her at a minimum of 1 time per round. She would have out-wrestled her more than 1 time per round if Weili stood up to her feet and engaged in more wrestling, which might have happened a couple of times. I don't know. I wasn't overly paying attention because they had done such a bad job of building the fight. But as far as a fight, and as far as a demonstration of the mixed martial arts go, it was awesome. And the Bullet is awesome. And for her to go out there and do that to Weili on the heels of Weili having been able to do that, in the wrestling realm with Tatiana Suarez. Many of us thought that by this time this year, Tatiana Suarez would be the champion of the world. I am one of those people. I thought that she was going to be champion and that she was going to do it fairly dominantly and that she was going to take Weili down and hold her there. I've actually been annoyed of hearing of the strength of Weili. I don't really know where that comes from, and I don't really know why you guys think that it matters so much. Maybe it's really there, and maybe it matters a lot. I'm sharing from my perspective. She doesn't look strong to me. And if she is strong, I don't remember the last time that really helped you in a fist fight. At any rate, Weili shoes off Tatiana Suarez like it was nothing. Dominated her. And Tatiana got hurt early on to her shin bone. And I think the fight got a little bit away from her. But either way, if you're just talking about a pure wrestling standpoint, and that's all that I am talking about is from a pure wrestling standpoint, to watch Weili do that to Tatiana and then have the Bullet do that to Weili, it was a surprise. It was a surprise and it was a nod. And it was a nod and a tip of a hat to me because it shows that the Bullet is getting better. I didn't know that she was getting better. I don't know why she would need to get better. I don't know why anybody who is the best in the world has to get better than best in the world. It would seem as though you've already got it figured out. And the Bullet was such a kickboxing dynamo. I mean, she would go out there with Amanda Nunes and go out there with Amanda again. And there's a rumor that they fought 3 times, that 1 time was in kickboxing and 2 were in MMA. The Bullet versus Amanda. And while I've never been able to confirm that rumor, I do believe it to be true. And I definitely believe to be true. And I definitely believe that you believe me when I say it's true. But a couple of circles on that one. That the Bullet is the best striker in MMA. But all of a sudden the Bullet becomes the best grappler. And it's not just wrestling. Wrestling is exclusive to takedowns. It's what do you do once you get them taken down? That's where the grappling comes in, and that's where the Bullet really started to shine. And who should the Bullet fight next? Who cares? Who does the Bullet want to fight next? Who cares? Who wants to fight the Bullet next? Nobody cares. That's the reason she's a co-main event spot, and that's the reason it's so unlikely that she ends up on a list like this today or ever again. But for now, and call it a down 2025, call it whatever you want. The Bullet makes my type 5 list, my top 5 lists for 2025, and as a matter of fact, she comes in at number 3.